Let's see here. I need to weight this thing down so the wind don't grab it. I got me a new song this morning, and I actually use a pick on it. I'm using one of Tina's little skinny 0.6 millimeter picks, and they're good for just kind of sweeping the strings rather than picking them. I'm going to say that this is another song that connects back to the first month or so that we lived in this county, way back in 1998, and before we got a hold of Tina's kids, and I was walking down Washington Street in what they used to call Old Leaksville. I still call it Old Leaksville, and so does a florist down there. And some old fellow was walking down the street, and I said hello to him, and he said, "Hey, how you doing?" I said, "Pretty good. I just moved here. I'm walking around looking at my new small town." And I mean, this town is very old. Old colonial, pre-colonial era mill town. And that guy looked at me and he said, he kind of looked up and he said, "God took his hand off of this place a long time ago." And then he walked away. You'd have to live here to hear the wings of fallen angels flapping, circling round our moonshine stills, where lots of shooting happened. Broken families broke the bank at the magic photo map. How'd they make this pack of wolves look sweet and kind like that? When we call this mess a county, we're not describing reality. Churches full of monsters, cheating, drugs, and sometimes bestiality. The preachers shut the papers down as they lynched the fourth estate. There's a principality of Satan right here in our state. There's a principality of Satan right here in our state. You know that Granddad was a deacon, but Granddad loved the whores, so he bought cocaine from the mayor's wife in a high-end clothing store. 'Cause nothing happens in Raleigh that didn't start right here, over bathroom bumps and football games and coolers full of beer. When we call this mess a county, we're not seeing the reality. Churches full of monsters, cheating, drugs, and even bestiality. it's almost over. Brush your teeth and shave your face and climb into your rover. When we call this mess a county, we're not seeing the reality. Churches full of monsters, cheating, drugs, and bestiality. Since the preachers shut the papers down, they lynched the fourth estate. There's a principality sitting right here in our state. There's a principality sitting right here in our state. Capo 5, standard tuning. You might call that a sequel to my old song, Pig on a Swing. Thanks for listening.